sweetheart. Did you have a nice day?
I don't know yet. I won't know until I hear from my guys in Hawaii. Morgan's people want everything about the deal except the length of the lease.
Oh, I've never been able to see the difference between a 99-year lease and a lifetime lease.
Oh, it's too bad you're not Morgan. Anyway, I'll make it work.
That makes you happy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Why not? Oh, that's lovely. First sip is good. Margie, home?
Nope.
I have a surprise for her.
Oh. What?
Did she go to the student placement service today?
I don't know. Now, what are those? Morgan's condominium?
Yeah, I promised I'd have them back to him by morning.
Simon, when was the last time that you and I just sat?
I don't know, honey. Why don't you sit?
The Murrays went away this weekend. Do you know what they did? Do you know what they did?
No, honey. What did they do?
Nothing. I mean, they just sat. They talked and they went on picnics and...
All weekend.
Oh, Monday, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I get that decrepit, just put a headstone on me. Margie?
Hi, Mom.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, darling. Where you been?
Oh, I sat on the beach for a while.
On the beach?
I thought you had an appointment.
It was nothing I wanted. Pounding a typewriter in a steno pool.
Did you find anything you wanted on the beach?
I was thinking, sort of.
I got a surprise for you. Don't you want to hear it?
Sure, Daddy.
All right. You remember Charlie Maffio? He works at Paladin Refining. Well, we had lunch today, and we got to talking about, somehow, about how my favorite only daughter was looking for a job. You start Monday.
Doing what?
I was kind of an assistant in the records department. He wanted a guy with college education. I told him you had geology. He wanted a boy, but I convinced him that you'd sort of brighten up the office a little bit. I talked him up to 110 a week to start.
Well, sounds promising.
I don't think I want it, Daddy. I mean, thanks a lot.
Honey, wait a minute. You haven't even tried this one.
Daddy, please, I really appreciate what you're trying to do.
It's always something, isn't it, baby? I mean, it's too far on the freeway, or too much typing, or too boring this, not enough that. Do you know what I went through to get Charlie to take a girl instead of a boy?
Daddy, I know about reports work. It's like reading last month's ball scores.
All right. I'll apologize to Charlie. Honey, I'm not insisting you take this kind of job or that kind of job, just some job, all right?
That's not me. I'm looking for something that's really me. I mean, something worthwhile.
Marge, do you think people work because it's worthwhile?
Well, you think just because you do something that it's worthwhile.
Most people feel that earning a living is worthwhile, yes.
I want more.
Get a job, you'll be more.
Daddy, I can't judge myself in dollars and cents like you. I don't need a job to know who I am.
Work is an important ingredient in every human life. It's not only the means by which we support ourselves and our families, but it has a very real contribution to make to our personal growth and development. How? By enabling us to express ourselves, by activating mind and heart, by challenging us to assume responsibility and exercise initiative, by helping us collaborate with our brother human beings in building a more humane world. The right kind of job can help us be more fully human. It can add great meaning to our lives. But even the most meaningful job is only part of life. Family and friends, contemplation and fun also have their place. And we must never allow our jobs to squeeze them out. In every life, there's a time to produce and a time to play, a time to sweat and a time to pray, a time to work and a time to love, a time to do and a time to be, a time to put out time to take in.
Hi.
Hi.
Finished?
Almost.
Can I help?
Sure. Fill that. Stopped by the placement office this morning. Usual crop, legal secretary, junior executive training programs.
Nothing frilly like sand hogs or riveters?
MA for those. Why don't you take what your old man set up for you?
Hey, don't you stop.
Well, think of it as interim.
All right.
I don't plan to work here all my life.
I'll think about it.
One of these days, you're going to have to stop thinking about it and do something about it.
Hey, I keep appointments. I go out on interviews.
Yeah, sure.
I do.
You didn't keep that 4 o'clock at Forbes. You didn't show at Lake World. You didn't even call.
I told you my car was in the garage. Look, lots of kids from my class aren't working. Some aren't even looking.
Well, some, sure. Your friends?
I never see them around anymore.
Well, then how do you know they're not working?
I don't have any real friends. We were so close in college, all that hugging and kissing at graduation. Don, please don't tell my father
Well, don't tell him what.
what a mess I am.
Nice mess.
I'm coming apart, Don. Little pieces of me just slipping away. It's like trying to hold on to water. It just goes.
What goes? You haven't got a job, but you seem together.
I'm not. Who am I? What am I?
Everybody's trying to get hold of that.
I went to the beach the other day, sat on the sand and just stared at the water. On the bus coming back, I felt lost. I felt like I had a sudden panic, that I'd never get anywhere, that I'd never know where I was supposed to go. You know where you're going. You know what you want to be.
Who I want to be, yes. What? I'm not so sure.
I can't find either one.
You put yourself down. Say you have no friends. You're a mess. But you shop for jobs like a matron at Tiffany's.
You make your point, Professor. I'll stop bleeding all over your cafeteria.
Wrong. Bleed all you like. Just make sure you're not kidding yourself.
How?
Making no decisions is making a decision.
I know what I don't want.
Now, that's 50% ahead of most of the world.
I don't want to be like my father. He was born and bred to be in motion. He thinks doing something is always and demonstrably better than doing nothing.
Down with the Puritan ethic.
He does. If he's not busy for 5 minutes, he feels guilty.
Funny. I'm just the other way around. It's a culture gap.
Oh, hey, you work hard, liar.
Mess.
Don, what am I going to do? Oh, hey, there you are. Hi, Jane. Hi, what's up?
We're looking for a future, for someone who's got a lot to invest.
Well, have I got a future for you? It's from the bulletin board in the rec hall. It's typecasting.
Opening for qualified applicants of Metro Union personnel must have plus fluent ability in spoken and written Spanish. Contact J. Pearson, Wall Street. And that's why they assemble their plastic products. Most of the girls in the line are Chicanos.
Aren't you excited? Hey, yeah.
Well, it doesn't say anything about money.
That doesn't matter.
Ho, ho, ho.
I really don't care, Don.
Shouldn't she be here by now?
Honey, she probably got caught in traffic. Simon, you think this was your first paycheck?
Well, she's off and running, finally.
Did you talk to her? I mean, I asked her about the job, and she didn't say anything very definite.
Well, you don't fall in love with the job the first week. You gotta kind of get accustomed to it.
Well. Hi, sweetheart. What's the matter?
I quit.
You quit?
I quit my job at Metrodome.
Why?
Honey, what happened? Some guy give you a bad time?
No, Daddy, I just couldn't stand it any longer.
Oh, sweetheart.
Well, my favorite only daughter, we can all drink to your safe return to the ranks of the unemployed.
Honey, what was it you couldn't stand?
This morning, I had to tell 2 Chicano girls they were being fired because they were 6 months pregnant and they weren't safe around the machinery. This afternoon, I had to advise a girl about an abortion. There's a woman my age who has a little boy she has to leave in a rented room alone all day. Half of them don't make a decent living. The other half only work part-time. Being around such need, it's an indictment against privilege.
You're going to find suffering and need wherever you go. Now, you're going to have to learn to function in spite of it.
But ever since college, I felt like I've been coming unglued.
Now, wait a minute. That's a cop-out. In college, you took courses like you were shopping at a cafeteria, baby.
But how could I select courses in college? I don't even know what I want to be now.
Times are tough, Skipper. You're going to have to get tougher on yourself than that. Yes. Wait a minute. Let me get a word in. Look, if you don't like the numbers, you can just say you're passing, right? No? No, go ahead, get down to it. No problem. I'm just relaxing with the family. Sure, we can meet in my office if you want.
It's me.
Daddy's so easy to love until you start to disappoint him.
That's not like you.
He's hard on me.
Well, favorite only daughter.
That's a role, Mom. You can't play roles all your life. I can't.
What are you doing?
Trying not to go down for the 3rd time.
Can I help?
What was it like for you?
Well, I never had to worry about a job. I worked in the lingerie department of Koblatz Brothers part-time. And your father and I missed the graduation exercises because your father was working already.
Where did you go on your honeymoon?
Little cottage on Lake Half Moon. And we had 4 days. We went back when you were about 8 or 9, and the bugs and the heat and the flaky paint, well, we stayed one day and we left in the morning.
You love him a lot.
A lot.
I just realized I don't think about you as being Kay. A person, a woman. Just as my mother. Didn't you ever wonder like me when you were my age?
Well, I wanted to get married. I did.
Who are you?
I'm Kay Ward.
Mother of Margie and Bud, wife of Simon. That defines you according to us, but who are you?
What do you mean, Margie?
Well, didn't you ever go through what I'm going through? I mean, feeling like half of you was going in one direction and half of you going in another. And feeling yourself falling into all the accepted patterns and saying, hey, wait a minute. Is this me or is this what I think they think is me?
Well, well, those things just went on my mind.
But didn't you care?
I loved your father. And I had you and your brother to care for. Honey, there's a lot more to being a wife and mother than you're aware of.
What about being Kay?
I'm no hypocrite.
Oh, I didn't mean that.
I'm a good wife. And I'm a good mother.
When I leave the nest, what will you do?
Naturally, I wanted to tell you in person about the board's decision before it was made public.
I didn't know the board had a meeting.
It was at 8 o'clock this morning. Morgan flew in.
Oh, yeah, I was up here half the night with his guys. What's the deal, Bill?
We've decided to merge. After you laid it all out and told them the bottom line, Morgan got to wondering why fight us.
So they decided to join.
Morgan himself is taking over in your area.
He's a very good man.
I knew you'd say that, Simon.
Yeah. I suppose it's a wise decision for the merged company.
You understand we have to give him the option of choosing his own top people.
Bill, wait a minute. Are you trying to just ask me to step out gracefully? Is that it?
Of course not. This is a job in sales you might like. I'll need an assistant here in development.
When the board picked Morgan for those merged departments, you were asking for my resignation.
I'm sorry you're taking that position.
Come on, Bill. There's only one way you can go in any company. That's up or out. You know that.
Why don't you just sleep on it?
No. You know, something, when PRL interviewed me, I was still in college. I walked right out the campus into a job in sales here, Bill. 22 years. That's like a long, happy marriage.
Si, I'm genuinely sorry it turned out this way. Why don't you take a 3-month leave of absence? Write your own press release. Well, you can keep an office here until some other company latches onto you. You don't have to rush to get your things out.
Listen, you're not gonna let Beverly Ann go, are you?
No, she's too good a secretary. She knows the operation.
Yes, she does. She really does.
You know, Si, in a way, you're lucky. You're young enough, you can make another connection. Meanwhile, there's your severance pay.
All right. Take it easy, Bill. Thanks for the kid gloves.
You really must be suffering.
Why?
You're not eating anything.
I'm not hungry.
So, what was the rest of it?
He called me Skipper.
Is that what he calls your mom?
No, me. When I was a little girl, we used to go to the beach. A lot. Daddy would always pretend he could never find any seashells. Walk right past them like he was blind. He called me the Skipper. Said whatever I said was law. We used to run along the edge of the surf, flirting with getting our feet wet, or write silly words in the sand, or build castles. He said the days were such fun because I was such a good skipper.
Favorite only daughter.
Oh, that was later.
When Buddy went off to MIT?
I guess. When I got to be a girl, I don't know which of us changed. I don't know why he called me that. Oh, Skipper. He said it when he was angry. Said I was acting like a kid. He hasn't called me Skipper in a long time.
Well, you haven't been a kid for a long time.
Hola, señorita Ward, te encontré. ¿Cómo estás?
Encarna, this is my friend Don. Don, I translated for Encarna at Metrodome.
Dijeron que usted estuvo aquí.
What is it?
Pues, señorita Ward, dos amigas y yo, we want for you to teach us to speak better English.
But I'm not a teacher, Encarna.
But we can pay a little.
Yo no tengo la experiencia.
Pero usted es muy simpática.
doing all this time of day?
Oh, I just took a little time off.
Oh.
No, that's not true. I've been laid off.
Well, I'm sorry.
Say, I was wondering, I saw Simon's car in the garage the last couple of days. Is he home?
No, he isn't.
Oh, I was just hoping he was home. I've been kind of lonely. It isn't easy being idle after working 24 years straight.
I know. I'll tell him you came by. Well, you hungry?
No, not really.
You didn't have any lunch?
Honey, I haven't done anything all day here.
Me, Mom. Daddy, what are you doing home this time of day?
I'm on vacation, hon.
In March?
Yeah, I decided to take it early this year. Where you been?
I went to the beach. I took 3 girls. I'm teaching them English.
That's nice.
We went out to the Cape. I gave them a breakdown on beach vocabulary. Sand, seashells, castle. We went to the snack bar, and I gave them a breakdown on all the usual American foods. Hot dogs, French fries.
I'm glad you had a nice time.
Close your eyes. I have a surprise for you. Close your eyes. Hold out your hand.
Margarita Ward?
My first paycheck.
You're kidding. Kay, come here.
Just a minute, honey.
Hey, where did you go? Did you go to our old beach?
You remember by the big rock?
I remember a little girl who used to find all the pretty seashells. That's what I remember.
You let me.
No, I did not. I told you. You had a natural advantage to me. You were built closer to the ground.
Well, now what's so wonderful?
She got a job without telling us, honey.
She
It was her first
did.
paycheck.
Honey, that's terrific. I'm so pleased.
$5.20.
$5.20.
Well, what the hell is that, honey? What? $5.20, even a half a day. What the hell kind of a job is that?
They're 3 girls. I'm teaching them English so that they won't get cheated and they can help themselves.
$15.60.
They only make $12 a day.
You expect to eat on $15 a week?
I'm not doing it for the money.
Well, then it's not a job, right?
Well, sure it is. It's a start. It's finding something I want to do.
Marge, will you stop pretending you're stupid? This is like some 5-year-old standing on a doorstep selling lemonade or something.
Simon.
Well, what am I supposed to say?
It's something she's excited about.
All right, Whoopie, we'll all get excited. $15 a week. On that should pay for your driving, your automobile insurance, and 3 sweaters a year, maybe. A couple of lunches. I
told you I'm not doing it for the money.
Well, you're certainly successful at that, aren't you?
We have different kinds of success in mind.
All right, what different kinds are there?
Well, yours is a coronary from keeping your nose to the grindstone.
And yours is?
A meaningful life. Something more human than just keeping busy, and a lot more important
Marge,
than making
will you grow
money.
up?
Simon, don't be so hard on her.
Does working 20 hours a day make you feel needed, Daddy? Or wanted, or loved, or what? You don't need the money. You told me you can practically retire. What are you afraid of?
Margie.
Now listen, Miss Meaningful. You listen to me. Who the hell do you think works his butt off so that you can sit on yours and have the luxury of trying to find out who the real you is?
All right. You've got me there. I'll move out. I'll pay my own way if that's what you want. But you're hooked on work. You need it. If you're not doing something or buying something or selling something, you think you're lazy. You even play tennis like there was a meter on it.
I work hard. I was brought up to work hard because I had to. I don't relish the idea of wasting time, of killing time.
Margie, what people do with their time is really very important.
Right on, Mom. I found a job I like. But if I was to lose it tomorrow, it wouldn't kill me. It's just a job. I mean, I wouldn't be so ashamed of enjoying a little leisure that I'd lie about taking a vacation.
Some Coco. Help you sleep.
We're gonna get another magazine.
You don't have to. She's asleep.
Did you say anything?
Simon, that's water under the bridge.
I didn't mean to yell at her.
I know. And she was excited about helping the girls.
It's like her to want to help, you know.
Don't drink that. I mean, drink it, but be careful, it's hot.
All right.
Honey, do we really have enough to retire?
Almost, not quite.
What do you want to do?
Does the idea of living on a boat appeal to you?
Not much.
No.
Well, I mean, I'd do it if you really wanted to, but we don't know very much about navigation.
We could learn. I pick things up like that pretty fast.
Listen, let's talk about you and me.
I thought we were.
I don't mean about what we'll do, what we are. I mean, do you think we were wise to get married in college before we knew who we were and what we wanted?
You got any regrets?
No.
Boy, you really had to think about that, didn't you?
Well, wouldn't you?
I mean, I think everybody dreams about what if or a second chance.
Not everybody. Some people get very lucky. First time around. Hi.
Hi.
I didn't hear the alarm.
Well, that's funny because I didn't set the alarm.
Ah.
Son, your tea's ready. Be careful with it. Might be a little strong.
Oh, it's going to be delicious.
Yeah.
Hi,
sleep
sweetheart.
okay?
Fine.
Oh, you look so nice.
Mom, Dad, I have something I want to say.
Look, darling, last night we both said things that I didn't want to say, and we both apologize, and that's the end of it, okay?
I'm going to get a job and support myself.
That's not necessary, no.
It's necessary for me, Daddy, to put a rudder on my life, or try to anyway, to get it all together.
Honey, look, don't rush into things. I mean, maybe you'll find this teaching thing is very satisfying.
I'm going to have to work that out for myself.
Whatever you say, Skipper.